that was a very shocking movie. Amazing Spider-Man 2, directed by Mark Webb. Perfect name for a guy to direct a Spider-Man movie. If you were to watch the trailers to this movie, just like in the last movie, Amazing Spider-Man 1, much of the movie that you see in the trailers is not in the final product. Obviously, there are going to be deleted scenes if you were to buy the Blu-ray when that eventually comes out. I don't want to say which scenes were deleted, but you're going to notice which scenes were deleted when you watch this. Because I don't want this video to go on for too long. But anyway, let's get to the plot here. So Spider-Man's been protecting New York from crime, and when he saves Max Dillon, who are scientists played by Jamie Foxx, from a guy that is stealing plutonium, played by Paul Giamatti, who becomes the Rhino later on in the movie. Oh man, I'll get to that later. Max Dillon starts believing that he's Spider-Man's best friend, even though Spider-Man really sees him more as an acquaintance, really. And when he becomes Electro, he falls into this tank of electric eels at Oscorp, and that, combined with an electrical wire that falls in with him, mutates him into Electro. It really is cool when he becomes Electro. I really like how he is. It's just really cool. I am Electro. That's how he talks in the movie. It is really good. And the Hans Zimmer score that you hear in the background, that is really cool when you first see him with his electrifying powers. That is just awesome. And we also meet Peter Parker's old friend from way back, Harry Osborn, played by Dane DeHaan, who is really good in this movie. I really like Dane in this movie. He's better than James Franco was in the Raimi films. I really like him. And Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. He is really good in this movie, better than Tobey Maguire was. I really like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, but Andrew Garfield, he really comes off very witty, very funny, very comical, just like Spider-Man is in the comic books. And that's one of the things Tobey Maguire wasn't in the Raimi movies. He was funny, but not as funny as Andrew Garfield is. Andrew Garfield is much better as Peter Parker than Tobey Maguire was, in my opinion. Sally Field as Aunt May, she is wonderful in these movies. I really like her in both the last movie and this movie. I really like her as the maternal figure in Peter Parker's life. And Gwen Stacy, Emma Stone, she is really good. Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone have wonderful chemistry together. They really are good together. I really like that. And let's get to Paul Giamatti. Oh man, Rhino! Or as I like to say, Rhino Zord! Oh man, does that look terrible! I mean, thankfully you don't see it for that long when they show it. Oh man, but it looks so bad. In the comic book, Rhino is like a Rhino Man version of the Hulk, basically. In the movie, it's this armor. Oh man, it looks so bad. It looks really bad. I hate it. Oh man, but it's over in a flash. You barely even remember that it was there. Actually, you might remember it if you end up hating it as much as I do. But despite that, I really like this movie. I'm going to give this movie a B. It is worth checking out to make up your own mind because it seems to be getting mixed reactions among audiences on the net. There seem to be some that hate it and there seem to be some that like it. So make up your own mind when you see this movie, and that's all I gotta say about The Amazing Spider-Man 2.